So I'm outside of a house in Denver that is under contract to close next Friday, so a week from today. The reason I'm doing this video is this house is selling with an FHA loan and it was in really rough condition. In fact, I'm gonna include the FHA appraisal conditions. So the FHA appraisal happens and they give you a list of things that need to be fixed before the house can qualify for an FHA loan. And we did that on this house. One of the things is this soffit was coming down and we put it back up. There was some paint chipping on the outside of the house. They don't like that. So we had to repaint this railing. We had to paint a lot. If you look, you can kind of see it flash where there's, you know, like new paint here, not here. There were some bars over the windows that we had to take off because they said it was a safety hazard for being able to get out if there was a fire. So we took the bars off. This particular panel of glass, there was a little hole in it up there that we fixed. Here we just painted all the spots that the paint was chipping off on the garage and secured the soffit up there. So just a lot of little tiny easy things, right? It cost us $2,500 to do the things that needed done so that this house could sell to an FHA buyer. And believe it or not, this house sold for $400,000. And here, I guess I should show you. We're not in the best neighborhood. I mean, it's not the worst either, but I mean, just look at the cars, right? We're not, this isn't the best. We had to paint that fence, repaint it red. But anyway, it's a beat up house and it's in Montbello, which is not one of the better Denver neighborhoods. And we have a drawer missing here. We've got just super old mismatching tile floors. Really dated everything, right? We didn't do anything to this. So this isn't this flooring someone put in years ago. We didn't replace the windows. On the FHA document, there were a few things that we did do. So there was an open outlet box there and we put a blank plate on it. This switch wasn't, it was an open box. So it was just the wires hanging out. So we had to trim that out. Here, there was a hole in the window up here, the plexiglass. So we fixed that. The back of the house, there was some more, you know, paint chipping and soffit coming down a little bit, just like in the front of the house that we took care of. And you'll see that in the pictures of the document I'm gonna put on here. But the lesson here is just because a house is really beat up like this doesn't mean you should renovate it. And it doesn't mean that it can't get sold with FHA financing. You can still sell it to an FHA buyer. This was one of the light switches that wasn't trimmed out. That needed a trim plate. There was some conduit sticking out of there, some wires, so we put a blank plate on it. Right, and the reason we didn't renovate this house, this was a fix and list deal for us. The reason we didn't renovate it is the comps didn't show a big enough swing, right? People were paying a lot for beat up looking houses, so why are we gonna fix it up if we can get the buyer, or we can get the seller, in this case, a little more money than we could have by doing the renovation. So here there was broken glass there and the appraiser just wanted the broken glass removed. So we did. And then here there were glass closet doors that we replaced. Didn't do anything in this nasty bathroom. They didn't make us touch anything. They didn't even make us cover up that hole in the wall. So literally just a hole. So you can have a house in this rough of shape. You can sell it to a buyer and that buyer can use an FHA loan to buy the house. The FHA is just looking for health and safety items. So paint chipping. This is a freshly painted door jamb because there was paint chipping on it. Okay. So as long as you stop the paint from chipping and you get rid of the safety items, they will give you an FHA loan. I wanted to show you down here. It's an unfinished basement. Lights don't even work. think we got, yeah, here we go. This conduit wasn't attached to the wall, so we had to secure it. There wasn't a pipe going to the drain from the relief valve on the water heater, so we put that in there. And I don't think there's a way, there's no light in here, but there's another conduit over here. There's an electric outlet. You probably can't see it. It was just hanging down from the ceiling, and now it's not. Now it's secured. So the lesson here is, when you look at comps, if it looks like there's a $60,000 swing from the nice house to the beat up house based on what's been selling in that neighborhood, and it's going to cost $60,000 to make that house, you know, get up to that higher price point, don't do it. Just don't do the renovations. Sell the house as is. Why have the seller wait all that time and eat the carrying costs? Or if you buy it cash, why do the renovation if you can avoid all that interest? You can avoid the utility bills, the property tax, you can avoid the insurance, and walk away with the same price at closing, you know, maybe even a little bit more because of the holding costs you avoid. So that's all I got for you today. We'll see you in the next one.